Today's project is going to be replacing the window passenger side on this 2000 F350. I was driving down the road and I went over a bump and it shattered. So we're gonna clean out all the glass from the door and then we're gonna put the new one in. Let's get to it. So what I've already done is taken off this window controller and lock button controller. It just pops right out of there. It's just two clips. Then there's these two adapters that just come right off of the bottom here. I also took off this window trim piece. Let's go ahead and take this door panel off and see what we're working with. So what I've seen is there's a bolt in this section. It looks like somebody's already taken off my door panel. So they didn't put it back together correctly. There's a few pieces that are missing, but there's usually a light right here that would have to come off. There's a bolt here. There's a bolt here, and I believe that's it to get this thing to be a little loose. Then we can just pop it right off. And it is a 7mm. Well, there's the door panel. Set that to the side. We're gonna have to take off this sound deadening sheet. Try not to rip it if you can. So next what we're going to have to do is get the shop vac and suck up all this glass out of here. We don't want it rattling in the door. If you look down in here, this is the window motor itself, and there's these two clips on here. There's these two bolts on there. So to get to those, you're going to want to raise the window motor up to about here so you can unscrew those two clips. And on the new glass, there's two clips. I'll show you that in a little bit. But what we're going to do right now is just clean out all the glass that's in there with the shop vac. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't have the long skinny piece for the shop vac adapter yet, so I'm just going to use this to scrape it all to one side to where I can get it, and then suck it up. There was a ton of glass on my seat and on the floor and everything, but I already went ahead and vacuumed that up earlier because I just didn't want glass everywhere while I was waiting for the new one to come in. So what we can do now is get this door window mechanism to come down. You want that to be right here so you can get to that bolt. And there's a hole right here where you can get to the bolt as well, with a ratchet. So I'll show you that and let's get to it. It is a 10mm bolt. And then it just slides right out. You're gonna want to keep this nut for the new one. So this is the next one right here you want to take off. You're obviously not going to be able to use an extension, so just want to socket in a ratchet. And this one may even slide off already. This one didn't even need to be tightened, just popped right off. I'm sure that's not supposed to be like that, but so you're gonna want to take off this door seal. It's just on there, or on that pinch weld. Once you take that off, you're gonna have a lot more access to going inside the window. There is some glass over here that I'm gonna take out before we get into this, and I may even have to re-vacuum. Yeah, we got most of the glass, but there's still a few pieces because the window was up when it broke. Up completely, so there's glass pretty much on all this whole entire door seal. It goes all the way around. You may even want to get the shop vac again. Okay, now that we've got all that glass out of there, let's go ahead and grab the new window and see how it fits in there. All right, here's the new window, and it actually does come with some new studs here, or new nuts on the studs. So this one we can leave on. This one has to come off, I believe. Let's go ahead and try to fish this thing through here. Try to be careful. I don't want to break the new window, you know. So when we're doing this, we're gonna have to put the front in first. Down in here. It's gotta come from this way. And then once you get the whole thing in there, you can slide it into the channel. Well, I guess we have some glass pieces that are stopping it from going, so I'm gonna set this down and we're gonna try to clean it out a little bit better. Okay, so there were a few pieces of glass in there stopping it from going up and down. So let's go ahead and try that again. This is probably the sketchiest job I've ever done. So what I did was I moved the window arm down all the way, and you have to literally put it all the way down in the door and then drop the other side, and then this run that holds the door in place, the window in place, goes down further than this one does. So you want to slide that one into that one and then lift up. So wish me luck. Whew, looks like we got it. So literally right when you put the window glass in, make sure the key is already on so you can mess around with the door arm. But literally all you gotta do is put these studs on the glass right into these holes. Same with the first one we took out. And then you just put the nut back on there and you should be all set. But we're gonna put the nut back on there and then we're gonna test it out. And my idea to put this side all the way down and then straighten the window out helped get it into the both runs, which is definitely the hardest part. It was going really smooth until we got to that point. That was pretty scary. And you're not holding the world together. It's this guy right here. And I did lose one of the nuts, so we're gonna use one of the old ones. Glad we kept it. loosen this one up over here real quick so we can move it around. Adjust it a little bit. There we go. That's what we wanted. You really just want to hold the window in place with this one. This one over here you can tighten down a little bit. All right, and before you try it, make sure it's in the run, both sides. And well, looks like we have a working window. If this helped you out at all, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new. Thank you.